episode 28. Welcome back to the podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Happy October 1st, Thursday. And I'm doing this in one take right now. Usually I start the beginning over and over and over again until I like it, but I'm on camera and I'm recording and I have a hair appointment in an hour and an hour and a half. 2 hours. Excuse me. I'll be okay, but I'm feeling like the pressure's on and I need to like do a good job today. But if you're watching on YouTube today, I'm inviting you into my home for the first time. This is my headquarters. This is my studio. This is where I'm filming every day. And now you can watch it on YouTube. So you know what? Like, this is like a fucking speakeasy. Like, nobody even knows that it's here. I already wrote that. I wrote that on a note. I thought that would be funny to say. I thought it was like a speakeasy, and now that was a stupid way of introing this. And I want to restart, but I'm not going to. So, holy shit. Okay, so today I'm gonna go over. I suck. Okay, today, hi. I need to talk to the camera. Hi. Today I'm gonna go over my 24 hours, what I did yesterday. Holy shit. I don't know if I like this YouTube thing. I'm feeling this is like not. Sorry guys, I'm having an internal I'm having a conversation with myself about this. I don't know if I'm like down for this. It feels weird to know that this is gonna be posted right now. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go over my 24 hours. I'm gonna give you a coffee fact. I'm totally slacking off on my coffee facts. I'm actually gonna tell you a fact off the top of my head instead of Googling it, so that's cool. I'm gonna have some deep thoughts probably about some shit, talk about some TikTok content I've been looking at. Actually, some really crazy shit I saw on TikTok where like this guy, he I'll go into it. What else? I don't know. So it's Thursday, it's October 1st. Jesus, I can't believe it's like almost Christmas. Can't wait to go home, can't wait to see my family. Yeah, it's like this year's gone so fast. So I need to like gather myself right now, Jacqueline. Like I need to go, coach just called the timeout and I need to focus. So Jacqueline, okay. Coffee fact, 24-hour update, bitch about society, talk about TikTok, ask people to subscribe to Patreon. Okay, so now we're gonna do the coffee fact. So I was like in a rush to do this morning. I'm like, I need to get this done before my hair appointment, because as you know, if you're watching on YouTube, my hair is half brown, half blonde. So anyways, I came up with this coffee fact off the top of my head, and it's more like a milk fact. It's a milk fact. Is that gross? It's a milk fact. Okay, I'll stop. So I follow this lady on Instagram who shows like recipes and stuff, like how to make stuff with like 3 ingredients. It's insane. She's like 3 ingredient bread. It took me 2 minutes to make, and it's like, what the fuck. So anyways, this lady posted I don't feel good calling her a lady. This goddess of a woman, her name's Lil Sipper. Lil Sipper on Instagram, shout out to you. I love her username, Lil Sipper. She's awesome. Anyway, she makes this nut milk for her coffee and stuff. So like, or whatever, like she makes her own homemade almond milk. This is your coffee fact. This is your, because I always start with a coffee fact. Everyone, for the new listeners, this is like a routine thing I do every fucking podcast. And on that note, I'm going to drink it before I tell you what it is. Drinking my coffee first at the podcast. My left eye is constantly drifting out the window, and I'm not addressing the camera because I have to keep my eye out for people watch and talk about. So it's gonna be awkward watching the YouTube podcast because I'm just staring off to the left. Okay, this is what you fucking do. You take your almond milk, or excuse me, you take your almond butter, all right? You get your blender out. You get some nice distilled clean water. Don't do that tap water shit. And you put like, I don't know, 4 tablespoons of almond butter in the water, in the blender. You blend it. Boom, almond milk. You don't need to buy it. This lady's like, oh my god, I called her a lady again. she's like, I haven't bought almond milk in 10 years because she makes it herself. So anyways, I got iTunes jumping at me, the little icon at the bottom. How annoying is that? I hate when my fucking, like, the icons at the bottom of my screen are like jumping up and down, like trying to alert me about something. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about the 24 hours. What's today? Thursday? I'm annoyed I started this YouTube thing on fucking Thursday, but hey, it's October 1st. Okay, so let's talk about yesterday. It was a kind of a blasé day, but like, so is every other day of the week. So basically I chilled, I podcasted, I chilled. Podcast, chill, work, worked out, and then I came home and I ate dinner on live. I actually made my dinner for you guys on my live stream last night, which is a good time. I had so much energy after my workout, of course, so I was like, oh, I'll just tire myself out and talk to you guys. So then I did that, and then I stayed up too late again. I went to bed at fucking 12:30 because I got this DM, this hilarious DM this guy sent me. He listened to my podcast, and I'm gonna play it for you guys because I think it's really fucking funny. So I was up till like 12:30 on my phone, and then I woke up at 6. So this whole like Jacqueline trying to fix her sleep thing is, it's not going well right now. So yeah, did I even talk about yesterday? Did I do anything else yesterday? Okay, I have notes here. I'm referring to my notebook. For the people on the YouTube, you can see my notebook. I'm cheating. I'm always writing notes to keep me on task for the podcast. Oh my gosh, there was a swarm of earthquakes. A swarm, like 80 fucking earthquakes over east of San Diego in the Salton Sea. I got a cop on the freeway, stalled. His car's just sitting there, his lights on, no cars around him. Like, he's not pulling anyone over. I know my mom's gonna be like, Jacqueline, you can't people watch, you can't talk about what's going on outside, because eventually people will be able to tell like where you live. Like if someone drove by and saw man bun neighbor, they'd be like, oh, the direction she's looking at her window means that she lives in this building. And then anyways, yeah, anyways, the fucking earthquakes yesterday, there was like 80 like small earthquakes. The biggest one was like a Mach 5, but I get the San Diego Twitter update, San Diego earthquake Twitter updates on my phone, and my phone was like blowing up every fucking 2 minutes because there were so many earthquakes. So yeah, that happened yesterday. Oh, I literally wrote this down. I wrote, dirty cushions, want all new furniture. So yeah, I've been staring at my couch cushions. I have a white couch, and like, this is how I know that I found my passion. Like, when I'm neglecting my home, and when I'm not taking like immaculate care of like all of my shit, like I'm looking at my leather ottoman. I haven't waxed that bitch or whatever. I fucking put a leather cleaner on it to like make it shiny. I haven't done that in like over a month now because I've been podcasting now for 28 days in a row. I haven't cleaned off my couch cushions. I got blueberries all over my couch, white cushions, and I'm still staring at that stain. Yeah, like, I'm disinterested in like cleaning, because I feel like in the past when I had nothing to do, no hobbies, bored, I just clean all day. My apartment is always super clean because that's how I pass the time. I listen to a podcast and I clean pretty much 7 days a week prior to finding my passion in podcasting. So it's funny that I wrote dirty cushions on this note right here, dude. Oh, I was supposed to talk about the set design in the beginning and I forgot. How stupid was that Speakeasy thing I said? I was like, this is my headquarters, this is my studio, I'm inviting you into my home, this is like a fucking speakeasy, no one knows where it's at. I do wake up a lot in the middle of the night and think of things, and I think that's something I wrote last night. I actually wrote, there's another thing I wrote, which is more of a deep thought I'm gonna get into later, but anyways. Oh, let's talk about what happened on my live stream. I had a guy shitting the whole time watching it, which was funny. He kept telling, he's like, I'm taking a shit, so that was funny. And I told him, hey, if you're constipated, give up. Like, he was there for so long. I mean, he kept updating me on like the fact he's still shitting, and I'm like, look, if 10 minutes have passed, so I pretty much only had guys watching my live stream last night. And yes, I know live streams are annoying. I don't care. I had a great time. And the thing is, I get so much energy after my workout. Talking to you guys makes me, it like tires me out. I'm like a little kid at night who needs to like go to bed at her bedtime, but I'm too wound up. So I don't know, like I could call a friend, but you know, that's not really in the cards right now. So I talked to you guys. Anyways, this guy's like taking a shit, right? And I was like, look, if 10 minutes go by and you still haven't shit and you're straining and you're constipated, accept defeat and walk away and give up. Because I was asking the guys last night, I'm like, why do guys sit down for 45 fucking minutes to take a shit? And they're like, well, sometimes it takes a while to get out. I'm like, no, you go take a shit when you need to take a shit, like when you feel it coming. And if you can't, after 10 minutes, if you're sitting there and nothing has happened, walk away, give up. So anyways, I talked to him about that last night. I tried to help him out, but anyways, then he kept commenting. I was like eating baby carrots last night and I was eating dinner, I had some broccoli. He's like, oh yeah, good fiber, you're gonna shit great tomorrow. I'm like, why are we talking about shitting? That was a very awkward, I mean, you know what, I'm over that hump, honest to God. Like, I feel like I've crossed that bridge with you guys. Anyways, it was interesting. And then one guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave a review on how your podcast helped me shit because I watch you eat broccoli or whatever, and I'm inspired to eat broccoli. What am I saying? Okay, what else happened on the live stream? Someone asked like to talk about my story moving from Washington to San Diego, like elaborate on that and tell my whole story, which I'm not really feeling like that today. I'm feeling more like I just want to have like, I don't know, I just want to talk about fucking Jeep trucks. That's what okay. So that's part of my 24-hour update. I have been seeing so many Jeep trucks, and I don't know if you know what that is or if you've seen it before, but it's when a Jeep has a bed in the back, like a truck bed. How would I describe how this makes me feel? Well, definitely frustrated, annoyed, definitely annoyed. It's like, be a Jeep or be a truck, but the cab is the size of a fucking Jeep, and then it's got this little bitch bed in the back that's like 4 feet long, and I'm just so annoyed by it. I'm like, okay, you know what I was thinking? So the reason I'm saying this is because I've seen probably 10 in the last 24 hours. Like, I don't know what's happening. There's one, I was like on my way to the coffee shop this morning, part of my 24-hour update. Let me drink the coffee. It's funny how I said that. There's like a normal Jeep that just drove by. What was I saying? Oh, the Jeep trucks. I've seen so many, and so it's really annoying, but I had a thought. I was like, what if these Jeep trucks were just like a Suburban? Instead of having like the back a truck bed, like the whole like thing is like a giant long cab, like a Suburban. Anyways, so yeah, those are annoying. They just piss me off. I don't like cars that look stupid like that. I'm one to talk. I don't drive a very attractive car. It's like the shape of a fucking whale. That's what my friends would call it in college, a whale. I don't buy new shit. I even have a thought about that. I wrote on the way to the coffee shop this morning. I was looking down at my flip-flops and I'm like, I never buy new shit. I've had these since I worked at Tommy Hilfiger like 10 years ago. And like all my shit is so old. When I look around, I'm like, I'm glad I went through that fashion phase. Oh my God, am I screaming at you? Sorry. I'm glad I went through that fashion phase where like, I think from like 18 to like 22, that's when I was going out all the time. That's when I started going to Vegas and like clubbing and like, not like I do that all the time, but like I had my first run at doing that. And I got a lot of nice clothes and shoes and bags and all that shit. And I feel like I have everything I need, you know what I mean? Like I have all the, like it does, for whatever occasion I need to go to, I have the clothes. That wasn't a good sentence. I have clothes for any occasion I need to go to, pretty much. Okay, I'll stop correcting myself. All I did yesterday in the podcast, all I did was correct my sentence structure. And it's because I don't know, I was off yesterday. I was like excited. I was nervous to talk about the debate. Go back and listen to yesterday's episode and listen to how much of a fucking Trump supporter I sounded like. Fuck my life. It like all came out, like I was trying to be objective the whole time talking about the debate, and then it just sounded like, yeah, I tried to, like, my goal in that fucking podcast was to leave you guys going, I don't know, like who she's gonna vote for, like what, you know, and I failed. So anyways, today I'm gonna not correct myself every 2 seconds. Yeah, Jeep trucks, okay, that's kind of like a stupid thing I talk about. Oh, and buying new stuff, yeah. Like I'm holding my ring right now. I've got all these rings on. I purposely applied my rings today. Hot neighbor walking by. Don't recognize you. He's got a V-neck. long sleeve green shirt out. It's currently 90 degrees, but I'm one to talk because I never tell you guys this, but I sit in the same, it's like my good luck crew neck, my same tie-dye crew neck every fucking podcast, and I sit here and sweat the whole time. And it's funny, before I pressed record, I like went and put a shit ton of deodorant on because I just knew. Anyways, yeah, 90 degrees outside. He's wearing a green v-neck, and I don't know, the pit stains are gonna be out of fucking control. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Oh, my rings. I applied my rings today because I was like, oh, you're gonna be on camera, and it's like hot when girls have a lot of rings on. I didn't paint my nails though, so I'm trying to like hide them for the camera. I don't want you guys to think I am poor, because I have poor nails. Poor nails, that's what my sister calls them. She doesn't have her acrylic, she says her nails are poor nails. Hi Julia, how's your law, how's being a lawyer going? I haven't talked to my sister, by the way. I'm so excited for her and like proud and everything, and sorry, I was like looking it up. But no, I was trying to say that I haven't talked to her in like 2 months because I think she's really in the zone with her job and really working hard, and I need to talk to her about like what's it like to be a lawyer. Like, what the hell? My sister's a lawyer. I think that is the most badass shit ever, and she has like her own office and her own like everything. She's getting a new like a new house, a new dog soon. She's really like, I'm just excited for her. I know how that feels though. Like, I kind of always had my own apartments and lived by myself, so like I'm excited for her because she's been in school for like the last 2 years, and what a shit show. Graduating this spring on fucking Zoom. I think that's how she did it. I need water. Shout out Boss Water. Got this at my gym. I'm not gonna gargle anymore. I gargled in the podcast, or on the podcast a couple days ago, and I figured that now that I'm on camera 7 days a fucking week, I don't want you guys to like screenshot me like, or like clip that of me like, I don't know, I'm just nervous to tilt my chin back. Oh, by the way, so I had this thought about my microphone choice, because I look like a little fucking pop star if you're watching the video podcast, and I don't think I've ever told you guys this, like why I ultimately decided on my call center headset. If you're a new listener, I went to Amazon and I got a call center headset for my mic. It looks like I'm Britney Spears, you know what I mean? It's got that little tiny microphone in the front, and I can look like Hitler if I put it above my lip showing the video. Your lip's like a Hitler stash. Is that bad to say it? Whatever. That's what it looks like. I'm just saying what it looks like. But anyways, I never told you guys like a part of the reason why I chose the headset look. So there's microphones, you know, the ones people use, like the Shure MC765 fucking thing that's like $400, which I'm willing to invest in that, because you don't really have to buy audio equipment. Like, you don't have to keep updating it. Like, once you have that good, nice microphone that like everyone fucking has, like Joe Rogan and all those people, Joe Rogan and everyone else, I'll just say that. You don't really have to upgrade it, you know what I mean? So I could have gotten that, but fucking oh shit, I have to like pause the fucking to re-record. Damn it. I'm gonna talk about the microphone in 2 seconds. Guys, I'm rusty at this. Just like give me a break, okay? I'll be right back. My camera doesn't record past 20 minutes. Okay, bye. Jesus Christ. Okay, so fucking the microphone thing is the reason why I didn't get the one everyone has. The big black microphone. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like, it's the one everyone fucking has. You've watched the podcast, you know what it looks like. Here, I'll hold my water bottle for reference. Like, this is like the, see? Okay, people are on the video are watching. It's kind of triggering for me. There's something about that shape and circumference and volume, the whole setup, and just like the position it is in front of you as you're podcasting. It's just like triggering for me, and I don't know. I just, once you see that big giant fucking dick looking microphone, you can't unsee it. And so I've been a little bit shy about talking about that's pretty much like why I did the pop star look. I just can't unsee it. If you guys, now I'm gonna fuck you guys up, because I just told you what it looks like to me, and now every time you watch a podcast you're gonna be like, oh. Especially the ones with the little puffy like round head on it, dude. It's a giant dick. That's what it looks like. So anyways, I'm trying to look more like dainty and feminine, and honestly I love the pop star look, because I don't know, it's like a throwback. It's like NSYNC, Britney Spears. I guess pop stars still use them, like Ariana Grande probably uses something like this, but anyways, okay, moving on. TMI, but that's why I decided on this fucking pop star. I'm like, dude, too much. Oh, dude, I want more coffee though. Wait. Okay, part of the message I got last night, the video, this guy sent me an audio message. He's like, you're crazy. And I'm like, because he's like, I'm listening to your podcast right now. You're fucking crazy. I'm like, shit, I know. This is my self-mastery journey. This is my self-acceptance course. I'm embracing everything about myself, and I know that I'm out there sometimes. You know what? But this is like the heavy hitting kind of like deep thought I'll leave you guys with right now. I've been alone pretty much all year. Quarantined, which is a bunch of bullshit. It's like dead and gone now. Like I feel like I'm basically choosing to be isolated now at this point, because I could totally socialize and be with people. But anyways, this year I've had a lot of alone time, downtime, thinking time, and what's happened is that I got depressed, and I wasn't happy. I was really like stuck. I was like, what am I gonna do next? I lost my job. I don't really have a lot going for me right now. I have no friends. I'm in a new apartment. I'm in San Diego. I'm like, this sucks. You know what I mean? But what came out on the other side of that was a lot of fucking therapy and family intervention telling me that I need to get my shit together. But I basically had this release or whatever where I was like, I'm gonna give up that fucking dream I've had since I was like 18 to be this hot influencer person. You know what I mean? My goal wasn't to be a podcaster ever. That happened so randomly. Like, this wasn't the goal. My subconscious was always like, Jacqueline, like, you want to wear cute outfits and take hot pictures on Instagram. You want to go on a bikini photo shoot and work with like photographers. You want to be on PR lists for makeup companies, and you want them to send you free shit. And you want to do your YouTube vlog shit and show your daily life and put on your makeup on your videos and like do that kind of stuff, right? That was my dream for so long. I was always holding down a 9-to-5, working a regular job. I was always doing that, but like I always thought in the back of my head, like, oh, I'll like slowly but surely do that influencer stuff, because I wanted to be this like goddess version of myself. And holy shit, I'm looking at the camera. I have my hair's fucking 2 colors. But I decided to release that. So my big thing this year was like, I went through that depression, those low times of like, just who the fuck am I? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? And I keep saying this, and I don't know if this is like not okay to say, but I was like, in other podcasts I've said, this year I came out as myself. Because I feel like all of the version I wanted to be of myself, like that idealized image of this sexy Instagram chick who like is just like doing so many Fashion Nova photo shoots and shit. I didn't actually want to do that, but like with Fashion Nova, but I don't know. I just wanted to I wanted to take nice pictures. Like, I've never had a photo shoot. I've never had a brand send me clothes. Like, but anyways, I gave that up. I released that to fucking entertain you people. This year has been fucked. And I realized, like, what is the problem here? The problem is connection, communication, contact with people. That's what we're suffering a little bit this year in that way. And I'm like, well, how can I provide a solution to that? And I just decided on this. I decided, you know what? Show up every fucking day on your podcast and talk to people, connect with them, bring the people. Like, I'm basically inviting you into my home, into my fucking speakeasy. And I'm uniting the people. Like, I'm trying to entertain you. I'm trying to provide you some connection this year, because I don't know. So, you know, and I wrote this fucking like after I went to bed, I wrote a note on my phone, and I wrote, you know, I decided that stories are meaningful, thoughts and ideas are meaningful, conversations are meaningful. The stuff I was chasing before that I wanted. I'm doing so many hand motions on this YouTube video. I need to like sit on my hands. This is why I need a seatbelt for my chair. I decided that, yeah, the stories are meaning. My life story is meaningful. It has meaning. Conversations with other people are meaningful, and you know, talking about my thoughts and ideas, that's meaningful. That's what's really important, and that human connection. But the stuff I was chasing, all of the the influencer stuff and like stuff itself, things, the dream of being on a bunch of PR lists and having brands to work with and like doing that whole thing that was like this external quest I was on to like decorate myself and look good online. And at the end of the day, it trips me up so much because I'm like, Jacqueline, it's like you're not fully expressed when you're doing those things. A lot of the time I see, and you know what, I could still hold down a fucking podcast and do this and be an influencer, all right? So I'm not shooing away any brands, okay? Like, hey, I'm cool with like, let's connect, let's chat. My emails and my Instagram, so okay. I'm not like fully shutting it down. I'm just saying that, because of course I could do it all. Of course. I don't know. I'm just like realizing that path it was like going against the grain. And I'm proud of myself. I've always questioned it. I've always kind of made fun of it. Like, hi guys, today I'm going to show you this new product. You know, like I've totally done that thing. Like I saw the light. I was like, look, I can't take that shit seriously. And it's weird how for so long influencers have convinced me that I should be an influencer like that and do that thing. Like they kept reinforcing in my brain, like, Jacqueline, this is like the dream life. This is like the dream shit. You know what I mean? Like, you should, dude, they go to hotels for free and travel the world for free because they're an influencer. Like, how cool would that be? How cool would that life be? But I don't know. I think this is a better fit for me. Like I said, this year's fucked. You guys need some entertainment. You need some connection. Here I am. This is my fucking solution. Amen. 2 more coffee. So good. So I didn't update you guys on this morning what I did, but I fucking ran out of my instant coffee yesterday. Of course I run out of it so quick because I stocked up on Amazon. I bought like 4 packs of my instant coffee, but this morning I had to go to the coffee shop and yeah, that's the update for this morning. But I got my coffee and it's so good because it's like from my favorite little shop. My back is sweaty. Okay, let's talk about, I gotta plug this shit. Patreon.com/TJMS if you want to support the show. Everyone gets a shout out. Why am I doing the blood sign on? Okay, no. Blur that out. I don't have an editor, but I don't know why I just threw up a gang sign. I was doing that a lot last night on my live stream. Don't throw up gang signs, that's not okay. Caffeine this is not okay. So patreon.com/TJMS if you want to support the show. Everyone gets a shout out. YouTube, obviously if you're watching YouTube, hi, just go ahead and subscribe below if you're watching this. But otherwise, if you're listening, go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to see the video version of this podcast. And also, what else do I have to do? Oh, okay, all right, guys, apparently it's a big deal in the first 8 weeks you podcast to get a bunch of reviews so you can get on the new and noteworthy list. And if you know anything about Jacqueline, I have not explored or researched or done anything to like understand how to make it to the fucking top. You know what I mean? Like I'm just doing this every day and who the fuck knows what's gonna happen. But someone reached out to me who's done it for 6 years and he's like, look, you have a small window of time to get on that new and noteworthy list. And then that's gonna be like great for your podcast or whatever, however it works. But so anyways, like go and leave a review right now if you're listening. Like go over to your phone, like take a little vacation over to the side of I feel like your phone's on the counter or something. Like I don't know, I listen to podcasts on my phone just like set down somewhere in my room, but go over there, just tap some stars, however many you're feeling right now for this episode, like 2 stars, 1 star. Also leave write a review, and please just like give it to me. Like tell me how much you're annoyed by me. Like, who the fuck does this chick think she is doing a podcast 7 days a week? Like write that 1 star, boom, I'll love you forever. So yeah, reviews are great. So Patreon, YouTube, reviews, boom. It's almost like I just ran an ad. Like, you know how when you're listening to a podcast and like halfway through they start talking about like Magic Spoon cereal or fucking Casper mattresses. What's my favorite one? Wait. Blue Chew. To help guys get their dicks hard or whatever. BlueChew.com or Blue Chew. My bookie. And that's the part where I always fast forward, so I'm sure you guys just fast forward through all that bullshit. Patreon, YouTube, leave a review, boom, done. Okay. So I'm gonna just go to this TikTok because I'm gonna read. So I wrote like what this guy said. He's okay. How do I explain what he does? He goes to his mirror in his bathroom and he like walks in and records himself and he says a phrase. And these phrases are so like mind fucking and so confusing that like you're gonna just shit your pants when I read these to you. So let me like try to play the music. Let me get like scary music on. This is like how he does the background music. I'll do like eerie music, instrumental on YouTube. Is this copyright? Fuck. Watch me do my first YouTube podcast and shit gets fucking taken down. 2 hours of scary instrumental Halloween music. It's gonna be like lightly in the background. Oh fucking A, we got a Revlon goddamn Dyson. Wait, Dyson has a new hair straightener? I don't know, fuck. Another Gatorade commercial. Is this copyright? I don't know. I don't know how anything works. Okay. Do you guys hear that music? Okay, get in the mood. Ready? Okay, guys. October 1st. Here's my question for you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 questions to ask. How many moms used you as a bad example for their kids? Next question. Nobody knows you better than your backspace key. Next question. Do dogs like to lick us because they know we have bones under our skin? Final question. Smelling something is just breathing normally. You're just thinking about it more. I'll just let you marinate on those little things I just said to you in your little ear right there. How are you doing? Do you need to take a water break? You know what? I'll do that. Let's take a water break. And leave it on the music. Can you guys even hear that? I don't know if that worked. Thing is, like, I don't know how to mix my audio or do any of that. I'm just playing it on YouTube and I hope it's loud enough, whatever. I'm not professional about my shit. I like to keep everything raw and uncut and like not very high quality because that's like my brand. Because oh, this guy that DM'd me, I'm gonna play it. Oh, that's what I'll do next. He's like, you're contrarian. And I never like thought about that word. I haven't thought about that word for a super long time because I think I used to like call my dad a contrarian. Or like I associated that, I never know, associated that word with my dad, and apparently it's like something that goes against grain. I rock to the beat of my drums. Lil Wayne. So anyways, he said I'm a contrarian. And why did I just say that? Oh, because I have low quality shit for my podcast. I don't want to have that nice giant dick sized microphone. And I don't want to have high quality music. I'm still playing this in the background. Let me turn it off. Watch my YouTube podcast like not upload till 9 p.m. tonight because my goddamn internet's so slow. Okay, so I'm gonna read the DM now, or like audio play it or whatever, and I'm gonna shout him out because he has his own podcast. So I'm like, he probably, I don't know if he'll be offended that I like played it, him talking, but whatever. Get over it. I'm gonna plug you. Okay. Okay, let me go to my Instagram and find it here. He reached out to me. I followed him and his friend because they have a new podcast together and they talk. It's like Call Her Daddy for boys. You know what I mean? And he replied, damn it. Dude, should I restrict him, open it, and then read it and then reply later? Or leave him on scene right now while I record this? Why is this even a thing? Why do I give a fuck? Okay. Okay. For those on the video podcast, this is a paragraph. Do you see my phone? I know, don't make fun of my iPhone 7 Plus. Don't make fun of it. That is a paragraph. So now I feel the pressure. Okay, let's work this out together. So this is how the message went. I'm gonna shout him out. His podcast is called Nappy and Jay, Nappi, Nappy and Jay, and this is their description of their podcast: candid, intense, and usually absurd. Speaking the world's untold truths. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Yeah, so this guy, you know how I found him? This guy on TikTok, thick Chris Snappy, Thick Daddy on me TikTok or something. He's like Thick Daddy talks. He's like your big brother. He tells you relationship advice and like stuff about guys and girls. Anyways, found him on TikTok, and then I saw that he has podcasts. Then I followed his podcast. This guy who's his co-host reached out to me, and this is what he left a, for the people on the YouTube, you can see all these voice messages. This is what he wrote, or this is what he said. Please don't be mad at me that I'm playing this. Jay. His name's Jay.
So I was listening to your podcast for the first time, and I'd just like to start by saying that you are fucking crazy. The fact that you're a solo podcaster and you're releasing an episode every single day, and these episodes are like an hour and a half long, is just crazy and mind-blowing to me. I don't know how you are able to just talk that whole time and just go. I just know how hard it is to just do one podcast a week, so I can't even imagine doing 7. So good for you on that. However, I will like to say that as a person who was born and raised in California, I found it highly disrespectful that you're saying that burritos are better than tacos.
So that's the message. There's 3 more. He goes into this monologue for about 17 minutes. I swear to God, he sent me a podcast. He goes into this fucking monologue describing why tacos are superior to burritos. And look, I'm not from California. All right, I had a few taco trucks in my up where I grew up in Washington, which are amazing and authentic as fuck. Like, I love a nice little carne asada taco with a shit ton of lime on it. Okay, is that what they're called? Carne asada? Did I fuck that up? Carne asada. But I like burritos. And the response I gave him, I basically said, give me a break. You know what I mean? Sorry, Mom, but I wrote, give me a break. I love eating dick. Of course, I prefer burritos. Thought that'd be a witty comeback. You know what I mean? Or a witty response. And, like, it's a similar mouthfeel. No, I'm kidding. But, like, that was my joke back. You know what I mean? Like, anyways. So, then he replied this fucking paragraph. Okay, let's talk about burritos. His argument he detailed out in his monologue was about the fact that burritos are like mushy and it's all like mushed together and it's like gross that way. And I'm like, it's fucking amazing. I'm the type of person, when I eat my food, like, I like my shit to touch. I like to mix shit around. I like bowls. Like, I don't like things on plates where everything's separated. Like, put all your veggies and meats and everything like in a bowl and mix that shit together and sauce the fuck out of it. I like everything mixed up. So that's kind of what the burrito does for me. The taco, it's like, yeah, tacos are great. All right, they're fine. I prefer burritos. He called me a contrarian. I think this is why I brought this up. He called me a contrarian because I'm doing Burrito Tuesday. He's like, I get it. You're a contrarian. Da, da, da. Like, he just had to, he not only left me a 17-minute fucking voicemail podcast in my DMs, he did an audio message. He just wrote me, it's just like a 4-paragraph essay. People on the YouTube can see it. Can you see that? Don't make fun of my iPhone 7 Plus. Oh my gosh. Mom, you're not gonna like this message. I'm just gonna read it. I haven't read this yet. I just know the first sentence is gonna make my mom go, ooh, like, Jacqueline, that's too PG-13 for your podcast. Whatever. Let me take a drink before I get into this. I've never, okay, wait, oh man, I don't know if I should do this, whatever. I'm winging it. I got a hair appointment soon. I gotta finish the podcast. I'm gonna read this DM, the response he said to that. So, he said this: it seems like you have a lack of experience when it comes to sucking dick. I've sucked a lot of dick in my life, and I've never thought it reminded me of eating a burrito. For one, only about 1 out of every 100 dicks you come across in the wild, has a chance of being the size of a burrito. 1 out of every 100. This guy has never sucked dick. And that might even be generous. Second, I don't know how you eat a burrito, but I don't generally put my whole mouth around it when I eat it. If right now you're thinking to yourself that you don't put your whole mouth around a dick when you suck it, then FYI, you're doing it wrong. I love how serious he really thought about this. Lastly, a dick has a completely different feel than a burrito in your mouth. In my extensive experience, a dick feels more like a Laffy Taffy wrapped around a church candle. What the fuck? That's a perfect description. A Laffy, okay, in my extensive experience, a dick feels more like a Laffy Taffy wrapped around a church candle. But hey, maybe that's just me. That's his last sentence. I gotta give it to him. Like, he really, again, detailed his thoughts out there. I appreciate, I love when someone writes me a paragraph, and I love leaving them on fucking scene. Threw my phone on the table. I'm over it. Sorry, Mom. Like, I've been so nervous in the past episodes. I'm like, I don't want to talk about sexual stuff because I have like my whole family listening, but that was funny. I'll give it to him. Maybe he'll get a follow, but he's got a private profile and 3 posts, so there's probably not much going on there. But yeah, so I was up until he like sent me that late at night, and then I like read it, or I listened to it, and then I responded. Of course I prefer burritos. I like eating dick. It's like the same thing. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm doing the motion on the video podcast if you want to see. The circumference, yeah, that's true. I mean, the California burritos that we eat down here are huge. So he does have a point. Like, you might come across that in the wild 1 out of every 100 times. But I don't know, some burritos are less wide. Okay, I need to stop. I'm going to change topics. I'm feeling nervous about talking about that. What else could I talk about? I really want to wrap this penis up in a burrito wrapper. Dude, why am I talking about dicks so much on this podcast? Literally, I mentioned shitting, now I'm talking about dicks. It's not that kind of podcast. Please go listen to Call Her Daddy. That's what I'm nervous about too. Like, P.S. I know I shouldn't care that much because it's like we all experience like sexual stuff in our life. We all do it. We all talk about it, but think about it. But I just don't want to steal Alex's thunder. Like, I don't want my brand to be the sex podcast. You know what I mean? So, dude, I drink coffee. I drink fucking coffee, and I talk about fucking working out. And all I do is work out, chill. No, podcast, chill, workout, chill, sleep. Drink coffee, podcast, repeat. No, wait, there's coffee before the workout, so in the morning it goes. This is how my day goes every fucking day. Literally, not even, no bullshit. Like, this is sad. Well, most people think I have a sad life, but I'm living my dream. This is literally my dream. I literally wake up. It's like coffee, podcast, chill, coffee, workout, eat dinner, chill, sleep, repeat. That's it. That's all I want to do. I wrote that on a fucking note in my phone, like what I want to do every day, and that's what I wrote. Dude, follow your dreams, live your dreams. That's what this, I keep coming across these fucking TikToks that are like, does anyone ever just take a moment to think about their life and how we've all accepted this capitalistic structure where we go to school and then we work and then we retire and then we do, and like, does anyone just stop and think about life and go, we don't have to do that and accept that. We can do whatever we want. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. Like, that's, I don't know. I'm kind of embracing that now. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I just like to do what I like to do, and I don't want to do anything else. Sorry. Like, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to do I'm willing to like hustle and like grind and have like a normal job, but I've always done that. I've always held that down. But lately I'm like, you gotta go all fucking in, man, on your passion. Gary Vee would tell me to double down, right? He would tell me to double down on my strengths. And I think, dude, I'm a daily podcaster. For those that are new listening to this, literally the way this happened, the thing is, I do a podcast every day, and I assume that like you might listen to like 1 or 2 a year. Like, I don't think people, so I find myself repeating myself a lot because I'm trying to catch people up and give you guys, like, fill you in, you know? But I do think that it's crazy how, like, I told you earlier how this year was crazy. I like lost my job, got really depressed. I was a complete shit show of a mess. I looked like shit. I felt like shit. And then I turned my life around, basically. Now I'm a daily podcaster. But the way this happened, I really want to shout out Kane. I think his name was Kane. This guy was DMing me one night, and I was watching, I think it was like the final Rogan episode with him and Duncan Trussell, and the podcast was like 5 hours, right? And I remember I took a photo of that, I took a fucking photograph of of my TV because I'm like, my fucking OCD is gonna make me sit through this whole 5 hours. Because I knew, like I think I started at like 9 p.m. and I just knew, like, I'm fucked. I'm gonna sit here and watch the whole thing because I'm OCD like that. I'm like, I just want to get through this because I know it's gonna be an amazing podcast, right? So no bullshit, I post that on my story. And then I think something earlier I'd posted made Kane or Kanye, I don't know his name. I'm gonna call you Kanye. He replied and he's like, oh, like, I'd love to talk to you more about this. That sounds like we'd have an interesting conversation, or like, I want to hear your thoughts. You should do a podcast or something like that. And no bullshit, after 10 minutes, I was sitting there watching that Rogan episode on my TV and I'm like, I had this flashback. I'm back in college. I'm in my car. I've got my Boss Jock app pulled up on my phone, which is a podcasting app or like an audio app. And I have my iPhone headphones in and I'm sitting in my car, parked outside my apartment podcasting, because I did a few of these back in the day. I had this flashback. I'm like, Jacqueline, I'm like, do that. Just sit there and do it. I immediately, I like grabbed I had the app on my phone still. I like grabbed my fucking headphones, plugged them in, and I did a whole entire, it's on SoundCloud. It's not actually my first episode, which I'm annoyed by. I'm really annoyed by the fact it's not on my iTunes or Spotify right now, but the first episode I did, I just went through every month of 2020. I talked about my year. I was like, here's a life update. So I felt like, you know what, Jacqueline, you've been doing vlogs. I did like 7 vlogs this year, which I was proud of. Like during my depression, I was like holding my shit together on YouTube every day, like trying to make a weekly vlog. Jesus Christ. Just go back and watch me try hard on those videos if you want to have some fun. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Anyways, I went through every month and I thought, well, hey, I was doing that and I haven't done a vlog in like a few months. So I thought, oh, a podcast is a good, easy way to update. Of course, easy, one take, post that shit. I did it. I haven't looked back since. I got that bug. I was like, wait, this felt so good to talk it out, talk about my year, talk about what's going on. And I keep promoting, like every podcast, if you're new, something I always promote is like, I think I've unlocked this new, you know how people talk about meditation and morning pages and all these like mental health practices. I've personally found it so therapeutic to listen to the sound of my own voice to talk it out every day and talk about my insecurities, talk about my struggles. Past episodes are more heavy in that way if you want to like go back, but talk about, like, it's literally verbal morning pages is my format here. And I found it's such a therapeutic thing to do every day. And I think that's why I got hooked. I was like, that felt so good to talk it out. And so, yeah, that's like why I'm here. Hi, there's my life story. Dude, it's crazy though. And then I got obsessed because I'm like, wait, it's so fun. I love chit-chatting. I write every day as it is. Like, I'm always in my phone writing notes. I have like a 260 page document here. I'll pull it up on my fucking computer. From at the end of last year, I compiled like everything I've ever written since like 2012 in a huge document. And I'm like, well, I could just talk about the things I write anyways, and y'all like it apparently. A lot of you do. So hi, thanks for supporting my podcast. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. So there's my life story. How cool is that? That's just like really making me proud of myself, because I don't really take a lot of time to like reflect. In the past, that's not true because I'm doing it lately, but I find that in the past I would get caught up in seeking, never stopping and appreciating what I'm doing. And I think that's what I'm doing every day now. Every day I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like literally living my dream. I'm podcasting every day. I'm obsessed with it. I love this. I'm so happy and fulfilled. Like, the thing is I feel so fulfilled in what I'm doing. So I never have a bad day. Every day podcast is a good day. That's why I do it 7 days a week, because I want to have 7 good days a week in a row. Everyone get a call center headset. Go record yourself talking every day. This is going to be the new wave. I'm a trendsetter. Seriously though, like hearing your soul, like literally your voice and like talking it out, I think is better or more therapeutic than just writing and then getting carpal tunnel. I love writing in my journal. Like I'm showing the camera right now. Go to YouTube to see the video. I just like it, you know, like pen to paper, but it's in your head still. Like unless you're talking it out. And this is why, like, okay, Jacqueline, just go see a therapist or have friends and talk to them, because you probably wouldn't have issues, of course. But hey, if you're like me and you're lonely and you live alone and you're single and you're like, I need to work my shit out, talk. And I talk to myself in the shower all the time. I do, before I podcasted, I would literally do like pep talks in the shower regularly. So is this a psychotic breakdown? Who knows? I don't know. My mom doesn't like it when I critique myself and say stuff like that. But I've been gaslighted in the past to think and I've been told that I have psychopathic tendencies, which I'm trying to unlearn, because I think, I don't know, I'm trying to have a higher self-esteem, and I can't keep shitting on myself and thinking I've got these mental fucking weird issues. Like, calling me a psychopath, or like, dude, you were an asshole of a man. And I don't want to tell that story yet. I'm going to tell it someday, but I'm not going to tell it now. Maybe some of you know who I'm talking about. I think I'm going to wrap this podcast up. I got a hair appointment. This has been a great one. I feel really like happy that I finally pushed myself and put it on YouTube. Sorry that there wasn't a lot of people watching today. Man bun neighbor is slacking. He's not doing his workout, and this is usually the time. Yeah, this is usually the time he's doing it. And oh, yesterday, I'll just update you on this. I got really close to him. I went outside. Like, I was out putting my garbage away, and he had his workout going on my side of the curb, and I got really close, and I was like, oh shit. And I can see his face. Like, because I have this hot neighbor. I call him man bun neighbor, and I haven't really seen him up close. I always see him from a distance, but yesterday he was on my side of the curb, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So anyways, I think I'll wrap that up. I'll wrap this up here. Have a great Thursday. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween first. Happy fucking Halloween first. It's gonna be a great month. Dude, Sober October's going on. I'm seeing a lot of posts about weekly or fucking monthly challenges. So drink your water, get your good sleep, work your shit out. I don't know. Subscribe to my YouTube if you're listening or watching. Patreon.com/TJMS if you want to support the show. And I'll be here tomorrow. I'm here all day. I'm here all week. I'm here all year. See ya. Bye.